Where's my good friend? There he is. Juice.
Snoopy?
45 and 47 over there.
That's right. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
How do you think Trump's doing?
I think he's doing awesome.
The one thing I don't like, we might disagree on this. Why are they so secretive with these Epstein files?
I don't know. I thought he was gonna get in office and just throw them out like confetti for everybody to read.
That's kind of what he ran on, right?
Yeah.
One of his things. He
had several, but that was one of them.
But the Democrats had control of them for a while. And they had what's her name in jail?
Of course.
Jesseline or whatever her name is.
Giseline Maxwell.
I say Jesseline like Vaseline.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever her name is.
Well, Trump, he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Because if he would have, those Dems would have threw that all over. They would have broadcasted that all the way to Mars.
That's what I'm getting at. Now, some of his buddies may be on there,
but
I don't. But
how many Dems are on there?
Yeah, and a lot of them are screaming, "Put him out there."
Yeah,
we know Hillary and Bill's on there.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure when they release the list, because the victims are going to put out a list. You're going to see celebrities, politicians, billionaires.
We know that Bill Gates is on there. That's why his wife left him.
Prince Andrew's on there.
We know those are the ones we know, right?
Oh yeah.
But they got enough money where they're just kind of like,
look at Bill Gates. What is he? Doesn't care.
Well, his wife left him.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's still loaded.
He is. He invented one of the greatest pieces of software ever invented. So
yeah,
did a good job.
Yeah,
he had some issues. I wonder why, when you get rich and famous, you think you can just get away with stuff.
Because you have money and you can buy your way out of a lot of things.
Until you get the right DA or right situation where they
you don't have to be as rich as they are. There's people right here that when I was policing, they tried that garbage.
People that are like millionaires here, which would be a billionaire in Los Angeles, right? So, you're right, because we're in the country.
But they would try it here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they get the good lawyers and stuff, but once you're a lawyer, now it's kind of late, in the game. But these people get away with it and there's no grand jury, no charges brought against them.
So. When you're giving money to politicians and stuff and paying judges and everything else. Yeah, the judges
are politicians, right? All right. Well, it has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about today, Juice.
No, it doesn't.
But we're going to get into a politically charged thing here.
Ooh, right? I can't wait.
We're going to define fascism, what a Nazi is. We're going to define white supremacy. All right.
Like how everybody's doing it now on TikTok and stuff.
If you vote Republican, you're all three of those.
Yes. All rolled into TikTok.
One. Right? What'd you say?
All rolled into one.
They are, right? But let's talk about it a little bit. The reason why I did this. So I made a post about, I'm not ashamed of the gospel, right? So I made a post about that. And then somebody called me a white supremacist because I'm a Christian. I'm like, okay.
I don't know how that works.
I don't either, but I thought it was interesting. I replied to him, and said, I kind of defined it in a short post, but I want to get into it a little bit and define what it is. All right. What do you think of fascism is, just off the top of your head? A fascist is off the top of your head.
Dictator,
right? Let's just do it. This is AI, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the new dictionary, right? AI.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
AI knows everything.
Now, this is Google AI. So Google AI can be a little bit biased.
Oh, you think?
I wonder why. If you don't believe me, Google Donald Trump. It just goes to the news articles.
Yep.
Google Hillary Clinton, and it gives you an AI overview of Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris, you name it, right? Anyway, Google is biased. Fascism is a far-right authoritarian and ultra-nationalist political ideology. Bunch of stuff wrapped into one right there, right? We got to break it apart. Defined by a dictatorial leader, the forcible suppression of opposition, and strong control over society and the economy. The ideology prioritizes the nation and often a specific race above all else, placing individual interest in a subordinate role. If you want to get more into that, I pulled up an article. It's a white paper. It's called The Doctrine of Fascism by Benito Mussolini in 1932.
Imagine that.
I'm not going to go through that whole thing. It's something he wrote to outline their, the Italian thoughts on fascism and with their guidebook, kind of. Let's break this down a little bit, though. Far right. Okay, what does far right mean?
All right, so you're way conservative, like far right conservative.
I am that. I say I am. All right. What about you, Juice?
No, I'm not far right.
On certain things, you're not, right?
Yeah. Certain things I hate, dare I say liberal on certain things, and other things I'm more conservative.
I don't think the Republicans we have in office now are conservative enough. I'm a little more to the right, I guess.
In some things.
Right. Like, I don't agree with Trump's abortion policy. I think all abortion is wrong, but he says, hey, we can have early term abortions and stuff like that. So we don't agree on everything.
No.
All right, let's talk about authoritarian. Do we live under an authoritarian government?
No.
It is a representative republic, right?
Correct.
You know how many politicians we have in office now that don't understand that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They say it's a democracy. No,
it's not. It's a democratic republic.
Democracy would be a disaster. That's mob rules type stuff.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. An ultra-nationalist. So they put the nation above all else.
Right.
Above race, above religion, above everything. It rules your life. Right.
Yep.
We're going to get into Nazism a little bit, which is like fascism with the accelerated precedent for.
Yeah. That's the fascism with turbo.
But even the Italians, though, they oppressed the Armenians and some others, around there too. They would look for the northern Italian purity, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed ones. So
right, that would be me.
Right. Are you Italian?
When I had hair.
Are you Italiano?
No.
I thought you're Polak or something.
No. British.
Me too. I'm like British Irish or something.
Yeah.
A little bit of Indian thrown in there.
Everything of mine is United Kingdom.
Right. We got a little bit of Indian on. We'll pop out a dark one every once in a while. Cherokees, So
yeah.
Anyway, now I got some family members that live over in Georgia, and they are very dark complected, dark hair, brown eyes, and they're my cousins. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
We do have some Indian in there. But anyway, so let's talk about this. So if we were a fascist country and the white guy, blonde haired, blue eyed guy was in charge, you'd be okay. Me and you would be okay because we look like them, right?
Right.
Now, if my daughter married a Mexican fella, they may not be put in prison, but they'd have to pay an extra tax.
Yes.
They'd be oppressed. They wouldn't have access to certain parts, certain rights.
That would be frowned upon.
Yeah. So is that frowned upon in the United States?
No.
Do I frown upon that?
No.
You've been around me, but you ever seen me say, man, I hate that Mexican fellow. We should oppress his family.
No.
So
not once.
I don't know where this is coming from. It's just a word they're throwing out. The left is throwing out there. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they really know what they're saying.
Right.
I've found that, and I've had discussions with my daughter on a lot of different subjects, but I don't think the kids today actually take the time to learn what they're saying. I think they hear it and they're like a mockingbird. And they just repeat it. And that's, well, what is that? Oh, well, that's what this is. No, that's not what that is. Who told you that? Oh, my friend.
Or Hillary Clinton said it on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I think it's ridiculous. Don't use it if you don't know the meaning behind it.
And these people with some swagger, like Clinton, she's not a politician right now.
No.
But she's, the left follows her and her husband.
Right.
And even politicians that are on these social media platforms, they know that. They know these people they're not going to take the trouble to look this up, which is amazing. Because I looked it up. It took me 3 seconds with AI.
Well, that takes extra work.
Everybody walks around the computer with AI and they can't do it. You know what I mean?
They got a phone. They can do it.
Let's talk about it a little more. So they like to suppress the opposition. Democratic Republic, we do not suppress the opposition.
No.
The right doesn't. Now, if you're the left, you'll shoot them. So
if you're the left, you'll weaponize the DOJ to go after the opponent.
Yeah, and they said Trump is weaponizing the DOJ.
No, he's not.
He's just they're just going after crimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now they did weaponize the DOJ against him, and he wasn't even in office.
Absolutely,
he was a civilian. So,
and they can say it and spin it however they want, but they absolutely did that.
Right. We don't suppress the opposition. In 3.5 years, Trump's not going to be the president anymore.
No,
the opposition gets a chance. Hey, let's go pitch our case to the United States, and we'll vote on it. Right?
Yeah,
that's not going to happen in a fascist country.
No.
It's going to be like,
look, I'm the leader. Deal with it.
And then if I die, my kid's taking over, and they're usually worse than me. So
yeah,
but that's that. All right, next one, Nazi. Let's look up Nazism on Google AI.
Oh,
Nazi definition. Well, it didn't do it. Sorry, everybody. We have a little break here. All right, there we go. Nazism, a far-right totalitarian political ideology. It's very similar so far, right? That emerged in Germany after World War I under Adolf Hitler. So this is specifically Adolf's teachings.
His baby.
Yeah, yep. His teachings. It combined elements of fascism with extreme ethno-nationalism. Everybody, Mackie here with ShadowNet Investigations. I'm the lead investigator, and I'm here to let you know that we conduct premium digital forensics. Whether you're looking to recover deleted data from phones, tablets, computers, you name it, give us a call, and we can help you out in recovering that data. Or if you think you're hacked, we have the tools and expertise to help you figure out who's hacked you and to find out how it happened, whether you need help with any digital forensic situation, recovering deleted data, hacking situations, or any questions you have about digital forensics, give us a call, 866-910-7499. That's a free consultation at 866-910-7499, or visit us at shadownetdigital.com. For the belief in a superior Aryan race and leading to extreme racism and anti-Semitism. All right, let's talk about it. Authoritarianism, we already talked about that, right? Racism and anti-Semitism. So they took this, they said specifically that you could only be of Aryan race, which is like white people, which is interesting because
white, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, it'd be specific. Again. You couldn't, even dark haired was kind of like, yeah, we had to test you out.
Yeah.
But which is interesting, if you look at Hitler's lineage, he had Jew in his lineage.
Yeah.
But anyway, but if you weren't, specifically the Jews, they blamed the Jews for everything. They rallied the nation against the Jews with advertisements, with speeches and all that stuff.
The propaganda was just top notch.
Right. And of course, we know how that ended with between 6 and 7 million dead, right?
Right.
And more than that displaced throughout the world. And they believed in expansionism too. So, of course, we saw what happened. Hitler tried to expand east and west. He succeeded a little bit, not so much in the east.
Yeah, he had a little bit of problem there.
The Russians got him.
Yeah.
But Russia, think about trying to attack the West, the Midwest here. That's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You're so spread out, man. It's like,
it's crazy.
You got the mountains to deal with and everything. So, but he got caught up in that. But they're anti-democratic. They don't want a democracy or anything that looks like a democracy. If you read about it, it is democratic inside the Aryan race. They could vote their own Aryan people. Does that make sense?
Right. But it's a national socialist movement.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
They control the means of production and all that as well. But now, if you were not of that race, though, you had no say whatsoever.
You were cooked.
So if you were an Aryan too, and you sided with the Jews or whatever, whatever,
you're just with them.
Yeah, they would kill you too. They put them in the camps with them if they hoarded, if they try to hide them and help them out and feed them and those kind of things. So they're anti-communist, which is always interesting. So Nazi and communism, Nazis far right, communism's far left. They almost meet each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the perfection of both of those, which never happens, they're almost identical. So, but fascist Nazi still believes in a hierarchy, like a leadership,
right?
Where pure communism does not have a hierarchy or pure leadership. They never get to that point. It always falls apart before because people
usually because they get whacked
or people get involved. Yeah, they run out of money too. That's another thing. But anyway, I don't think we're Nazis, Juice. I don't think we are.
I don't think we're Nazis either.
Just because we have a right wing beliefs, we like a conservative government, religious freedom. I'm anti-abortion.
It doesn't make you a Nazi.
It doesn't make me a Nazi. I don't like liberals. Does that make me a Nazi?
No.
I just said I don't like them. I didn't say anything.
I've got friends of mine that are liberals.
And we don't discuss the stuff.
But we do. Me and my friends do. Yeah. I've got a friend of mine out in California. She's as liberal as can be. Love her to death. We respect each other's opinions. We don't give each other grief on anything we post. We just respect each other. We've gotten along like that for 35 years.
Right. Okay. Do you think that ICE, the ammunition, the special agents that are policing up illegal aliens, do you think they're Nazis?
No.
A question for you. If you go out here and you go speed 110 miles an hour today and you get pulled over and you don't like that law, can you just say, hey, police officer, I don't like that law, so I'm not going to pay you?
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of what they're saying. I don't like that law, so we shouldn't enforce it. You know what I mean? So,
no. Now, there's laws that are on the books that are not enforced.
Right.
But they're so ridiculous.
Yeah. It's old stuff we hadn't changed, right?
It's things in Florida where you can't molest a garbage can. Yeah.
You know why they have that law?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody did it. So.
Yeah. You can't, if you're a man, you can't wear a evening gown. Is it Miami? After 6 p.m., a strapless evening gown.
But you can, but it's not a strapless, 6 p.m. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't be strapless. So you got to wear your strap gown.
So when you wore your dress down there, you were,
absolutely.
You didn't wear strapless, right? So.
Absolutely. Not after 6.
But what they're saying is because Trump is enforcing the immigration laws, which he's not enforcing as much as Barack Obama did, by the way.
No. Which everybody forgets that Barry was the king at running that immigration ring.
Barry O took Billy C's and enforced Billy C's what he put on the books.
Yes.
Bill Clinton's what I'm talking about. Oh, Billy.
Oh, yeah. No, Billy's, I know who you're talking
Slick
about.
Willie. But that won't make you a Nazi. You're just enforcing the laws. If you don't like the laws, get them changed. Go vote. Do all the things.
And there's plenty of laws that have been changed the right way.
How many amendments do we have? A bunch.
Yeah.
I can Google it real quick. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
but we've amended the Constitution by voting.
Yeah.
And by politics.
Over 20 times.
Yeah. And anyways, I just don't think that's crazy to me to think that we are a Nazi or fascist because we have right-wing tendencies, but it's crazy to me. Then my favorite, Juice, you ready?
Okay.
White supremacist.
Oh.
I'm Googling these as we go right now.
It's all right. You know how many people, because of my tattoos and my bald head, associate me with Aryans?
Yeah.
And Brotherhood and Nazi lowriders and...
So white supremacy, it's not giving me a Google. Let's go to Grok. How about that? Sorry, everybody. We got a little gap. We'll put a commercial in here.
It's even funnier when they see a picture of what I call my identical twin brother who's black.
Your identical twin brother?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Scrappy.
Oh, you told me about Scrappy.
Yeah. Scrappy.
All right. White supremacy is more simple than the other two we talked about.
Very simple.
It's a belief or ideology that white people are inherently superior to other racial groups and should therefore dominate or hold power over them. Okay. Where they're getting this from is because we're enforcing the immigration laws. And most of the illegal immigrants we have here are South American. And they're saying we're white supremacists.
But that's not all who's getting picked up.
No.
It's not just Latin people or Hispanic people.
Mm-hmm.
There's European people getting picked up too. There's white people getting picked up.
Right. I got a friend that's a Canadian guy. He's lived here for 20-something years, and he has to go renew his little work thing and gets.
Oh yeah, or he'll be on the list.
And he's done the application to get his citizenship. It just takes forever.
Yeah.
Now I agree that we should make it a little simpler to become a citizen. It shouldn't take 10 years if you're here, not violating the law, and you're doing the right thing. It shouldn't take that long. We should. Because in the military, I remember back when I was younger in the military, we had guys that weren't citizens, and they'd go through basic training. They would get out, and then we would drive them to Raleigh, and they'd get their citizenship. I guess basic training was like, hey, you're good, so kind of thing.
Yeah.
They got a little fast track because they went in the military, right? They had to have a citizenship to get a secret clearance if they got promoted and all those things. But
now they do. Mm-hmm. Back like when my dad came over.
Yeah.
My dad came from England. He was of British parents. He had British parents.
Mm-hmm.
So when his father wound up getting killed, my grandmother remarried the man I knew as my grandfather, and they came over on a boat through Ellis Island. Right. My dad came through. He wasn't a citizen of the U.S.
But he was here legally.
Yeah. Well, sort of.
Yeah.
But he didn't get a citizenship until, 2003.
Right.
And he came through in 46.
Okay. But I don't believe that there should be a supreme race in the United States, though.
I don't think so. I don't think there should be a supreme race anywhere.
Yeah, it's just
except the human race.
I mean, but now if you go to Japan, it's racial there, right?
Yes, it is.
If you go to parts of Africa, white people get looked at weird there, and you don't get certain rights. So, and then there's a religious aspect. If you go to the Middle East, if you don't practice Islam, you don't get to take part in society. Or sometimes they just kill you. So,
and one of the terms they use which absolutely just drives me crazy: reverse racism.
Reverse racism.
It's not reverse; it's racism, plain and simple. It doesn't matter if it's a white person that's being treated through racism, a black person, a Hispanic, it doesn't matter. Racism is racism.
Who's that representative from Texas that she's always saying racism? She hates white people.
Oh, I can't think of her name.
Anyway, she's in the squad and all
that.
She gets some. She's always saying everything's the white man's fault.
Is it Talib?
No. Since we're Googling, let's look her up.
Yeah. Find out what her name is. I can picture her face, but I can't think of her name.
Jasmine Crockett.
There you go.
And she's
the one losing her seat.
Is she? You think she's going to?
I'd like to laugh at that.
Yeah. She says some of the most ignorant things I've ever heard. And she's a law school graduate.
Look, you can go to school and get a lot of degrees. I've done it. You've done it. That doesn't mean you're intelligent.
But she passed the bar. All these things.
Still doesn't mean you're intelligent.
It gives people hope that want to be a lawyer, though. Like,
yeah, that one right there gives a lot of hope.
If you're a young person want to be a lawyer, hey, go do it.
Yeah, she did it. Listen to her.
Right. But she says some of the most racist things and gets away with it.
Absolutely.
And she's a black woman.
Yes.
She absolutely hates white people.
Yes.
Hates them. She
said
she wished
who she's talking to, depends on who she's pandering to, depends on what dialect she's going to use. She's either going to use proper spoken English, or she's going to go back to ghetto, hood rat, ebonics, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. And I've seen her go country style too.
Oh yeah,
I've seen her do that before as well.
Oh yeah,
but like a country black person, like we have around here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's. If we acted like that, we would be white supremacists. But we don't act that way.
Yeah. We don't.
Just because we vote conservative doesn't mean we're white supremacists. But anyway, it's frustrating and stuff I never thought about before until recently when people started just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they do. They throw it. They have no idea what they're saying.
Try to label people with the stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, got anything else, Juice?
No, just go out and get a dictionary, people.
You got them in your hand
now.
They're in your hand right now.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get out of here, and then we'll be back with another episode in just a little bit. Say bye, Juice.